Starting with the psychology entrance examination for AMU, Aligarh Muslim University. Now, since this is a question paper for your master's entrance examination, the questions are relatively simple. You have to know the very basics and fundamental. For example, the principle of perceptual organization was given by Wertheimer, Kohler and Kofa. So these are the right options. Then you have the option of multiple correct choices. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4 and so on. And therefore, Gestalt theory, the concept of Gestalt theory, where we say smaller objects are grouped to perceive as one bigger object, is the basic idea. The next is James Lange theory. As we have understood in the various theories of emotion, James Lange theory is an important theory that says that we experience an emotional arousal from a physiological arousal. So what is the trigger for emotion is the physiological arousal. First, when you see a lion, for example, your heart rate would go up and then you would be afraid. So that's a physiological arousal followed by the emotional arousal, and therefore you have the James Lange theory. So the theories of emotion we have covered separately in our lectures. You can just go back and refer those. If you want detailed information, those are available in the study material. The link is below. The next is the nervous system. There are two types of system: sympathetic and parasympathetic. Sympathetic talks about the fight and fight. So fight and flee basically. So either you would fight with that, or you would flee, or you would be afraid of it. So that is a sympathetic system. However, parasympathetic talks about rest and digest. So you won't be very aggressive. You won't either fight or flee, but you would remain calm, and that is a parasympathetic nervous system. Again, the basic concepts of sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system we have covered in a separate lecture, so you can refer those for more details. The next is, if an experiment is designed correctly, the experimental group and the control group would differ based on the independent variable. Now, how does it happen? Experimenter has a complete control over the independent variable. If the experimenter wants to manipulate the independent variable, definitely it could be done, and therefore it would have a different result. So experimental group result and control group result can vary clearly based on the independent variable. So independent variable here is the right option. The next question, a very important question: just noticeable difference, which is also known as JND. Just noticeable difference is the difference threshold, and this is the minimum level of stimulation that a person can detect 50% of the time. So it's just 50% of the time a person can detect that, and this is the minimum level of the stimulation that is there, and this is also known as difference threshold or just noticeable difference. So here, just noticeable difference is the right answer. The concept of psychic reflex is given by Pavlov. We already know the dog experiment of Pavlov under classical conditioning. So how he focused on psychic secretions and explained the action of glands to explain the classical conditioning. The next is, when the findings of an experimental research are generalized to target population, this is known as internal validity. So if it is within the settings, we say it is internal validity. If it is with the setting outside, or if you are trying to apply it to other group of people, we say it's external validity. If you are trying to explain it to a specific setting, we say it is ecological validity. So those are the various forms of validity. For a test to take place, standardization, reliability and validity are three important criteria. For a test to be standardized, usability, reliability and validity are three important aspects, and we have already covered validity and types of validity in a separate lecture. Very important and very simple to understand. Now, personality based on trait has been given by Alport. So Alport gave three important terms. Those are the central traits, those are the cardinal traits, and then there is the concept of secondary trait. So those are the three important traits that have been propounded by Allport. Very, very important to explain the traits of personality. Now, central trait is a trait that would vary in all the persons. Cardinal traits are usually rare and they determine specific behavior. Secondary trait talks about every individual and how that individual can influence the behavior. So that is the difference. The behavioral component of prejudice is, so we understand prejudice as having attitude towards certain group of people, and when we talk about the behavioral component, discrimination is the main aspect, because there could be a tendency where you have a preset mind or a kind of behavioral manifestation that could be seen, and that is revealed through discrimination. So discrimination is the correct option here. The next question is, when a person does not get along with someone but tries to be extra polite, this is what is known as cognitive dissonance. So it is a kind of state of mental comfort where a person is trying to hold certain beliefs, but there is inconsistency between the belief and the action, and the person is trying to minimize this feeling of discomfort. So cognitive dissonance is the phenomena. A collection of people without any goal is known as crowd. When you have collection of people which is known as acting crowd, which could be violent in certain case, there could be a motive behind that, but there could be another case where the mob gets violent without any specific goal. So therefore, collection of people without any goal is considered as a crowd. And then various types of crowd, we have acting crowd, which is also called as mob. The next is leader who allows complete freedom in decision making and does not participate in the group activities is known as laissez-faire leadership. Here, the leadership is exactly opposite to the autocratic style, and all the decisions are taken not by a single member but by few of the important members, and they participate and help in building trust and a kind of open-minded discussion for the people. So laissez-faire is the right option here. So those were some of the questions that were part of your AMU entrance examination for psychology. We would be covering many interesting topics in psychology. Psychology over the years has evolved. There are lots of questions related to behavioral and physiological psychology, and as well as statistical concepts. We have covered a lot of those in separate videos. You can check out the playlist, and for more sections and understanding, refer the links below. Have a wonderful day ahead.